What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Merge Tactics video. Today we are going to be playing with the Goblin Queen. Now, I've done a few Goblin Queen videos in the last few weeks on the channel since the new season dropped, but I haven't done an actual legit guide walkthrough on how I play Goblin Queen. So that's what we're going to be doing today. The main difference between Goblin Queen and Spirit Empress is that you are entirely going for a Goblin team when you're playing Goblin Queen, just because that's what's going to generate. I mean, look at this, guys. We already got a free Goblin machine just from getting a kill. So going for the Goblins as a team is going to be very crucial. You can see we already have some Rangers back here. And that's something that I've been noticing a lot more as I've played the team, is that there's a lot of pivot points that you can use, I guess is a good word for it. So of course you want to have goblins on the field because you want to be activating the trait, you want to be getting kills, you want to be getting more goblins, but you don't have to go for the 4 out of 4 goblins. I was mainly going for the 4 out of 4 goblins until the recent update when Rangers were buffed tremendously. And right now, one of my favorite teams to go for is actually the Goblin Machine and the Dark Goblin, and then the rest of the Rangers and one other Juggernaut. So we're going to go ahead and buy this Valk here. We can go ahead and sell this. Maybe buy the P.E.K.K.A. and go ahead and get the Princess, and then we'll just pick up the Archer next turn. I'm actually going to go ahead and do this because I think that's going to be more valuable. Actually, no. Getting the Juggernaut trade out there is going to be far more valuable. But, you know, it's not crucial that we activate the 4 out of 4 goblins. By having the 4 out of 4 goblins activated, we do have a 50-50 chance of getting a Dark Goblin every time. Or Goblin Machine, so it is helpful, but it's a far better team to have the Rangers with the 2 Juggernauts. You know, with the Rangers buff, 4-star Dark Goblin is absolutely broken, and so that's kind of the whole goal with playing this team, is to get a 4-star Dark Goblin, and the 4 out of 4 Rangers make him even better, and so that's kind of, you know, the whole gimmick behind it, is just getting as big a Dark Goblin as possible and letting him go crazy. So we're going to go ahead and pick up that Goblin. You know, the rule still applies that I've mentioned in other videos, is that you're still trying to buy goblins almost as often as they come up in your shop. Sometimes you're not going to, because you can get things like, you know, a card to complete a 3-star or something that you really need. But for the most part, you're going to be continuously buying goblins. And the thing is, with merging here, if you're coming from playing Empress, you have to completely shift your mindset with merging. You can't, you know, sell 1-stars to try to force cycle and merge other cards and still come out on top in elixir, because you don't get 2 elixir per merge. Any merges that you make, so if you buy, merge, sell, you buy twice, merge the cards, and you sell, you're only breaking even on elixir. So you can't generate elixir like that anymore, so you have to be far more passive in the merges that you take. So we're gonna go ahead and buy this. I guess we'll go ahead and throw our Archer out here. We do have 6 HP up against this guy. I'm not too worried about it because his trades aren't very good, and we do have the 4 out of 4 Rangers activated now. So you can see here, we have the 3-star Dark Goblin who does 201 damage, you know, 15% hit speed per attack, stacking up to 25%. I don't even want to do, or 25 times, I don't even want to do the math, but you can do the math to realize how much damage per second he's doing. It's an insane number. And the fact that we put him behind the Juggernauts means that he's going to be immune to, you know, rockets and the mage trait and other stuff that would normally shut him down completely. And you can see right here in this 1v1, he got shredded. The opposing Dark Goblin got shredded because we had that extra Rangers bonus. So we're going to do this. Okay, we're already close to a 3-star, or 4-star, my bad. Not great. Okay, we're definitely going to take this Goblin Machine over the merge. And here you see that we have, you know, we had a decent amount of elixir there, so I'm being a bit riskier in the cards that I buy and sell and the merges I take. You know, because we're going for a set team, and especially because we're going up against the guy who's already knocked out, it's not that crucial that every buy and sell we make generates elixir, because we're letting the cards work for us in this instance. You know, we're just going to keep beating cards and getting the free cards from the Goblin trait and from the Goblin Queen ability, and that's what's going to build up our team rather than, you know, the elixir. Look at this, guys. This is unbelievable. I don't even know what round it is, round 6, and we have a 4-star Dark Goblin. And you guys can see how easy it is to play this. So if you do not have Spirit Empress unlocked, obviously, if you didn't play at all last season or you didn't make it far enough, you definitely need to be playing Goblin King or Goblin Queen over I mean, look, why? Like, why are we even doing this? We don't need to because we already have a 4-star, so I guess we'll just do this. But it doesn't even matter because this guy's going to get wrecked. So if you don't have Spirit Empress, absolutely play Goblin Queen. If you like to play passively, and this is something me and Mole talked about in the video we did a few days ago, is that if you're just playing passively, you know, you're sitting on the couch, you're watching a show, whatever, play Goblin Queen. It's so easy. It's the same team basically every time. I kid you not. I'll play this over and over again and go for Rangers every single time, even on my main account. And it's just like rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. And it's really, really consistent, and it's really easy to play. It doesn't take a lot of thinking. And so it's just a really good team and a good, you know, whole strategy to play when you're not really focused on the game and your attention is divided. Alrighty guys, so we are in a game here with 2 other Goblin Queens for our second game, and that's going to make things a bit more difficult. Why? Because they're going for Goblins as well. So we might have to change our strategy a bit here. We might not be able to go for the full Rangers. We're obviously starting out kind of bad here as well because we have no Goblins on the field. But the nice thing is that P.E.K.K.A. is a very high DPS card with a lot of health, which means that she's very good in the early rounds, and so she's going to be able to hopefully get some good kills for us and start our Goblin train. Not going to happen. So that first one didn't give us a kill, and then we just got destroyed by that Royal Ghost. So it's okay. We'll go ahead and take a merge on the P.E.K.K.A. here, and we will sell because, you know, we're at least breaking even, like I said. Here's our first Goblin. So we're going to go ahead and take this. We're going to throw it in at the last second, just because why not? I do want to make sure that we get... Okay, nice. So we are going to be able to beat this Goblin machine here. I'm pretty sure of that. But I don't know about the backline troops. Our clan might carry us though, not gonna lie. If we can kill him before he even gets a rocket off. No, he got one. Oh, rocket off. Ooh, nice. That's huge, guys. So we got a free Goblin machine from just killing his Goblin machine. And that's what's so crazy about oh wow, we won that too. About Goblin Queen giving you a free Goblin of any kind after, you know, 33% chance after every defeat. Let's go ahead and do this. I mean, you guys can see that I'm a bit more aggressive in my merges this round, but that's because I know we need to pull as many Goblins out of the pool as possible before they're all gone anyways, because, you know, everybody's playing Goblin Queen except for this guy. We might be able to beat this guy. I think we will. We have that double shield on the P.E.K.K.A., so she's going to come out and be able to, you know, of course they're all going to be able to resist Goblin Machine stuns because of the shield. And that's what's huge about playing Juggernauts with these guys, is that, you know, when you're playing the Goblin Queen, you're going to be playing, you know, your focus is going to be on your backline troops. Obviously, you know, Stab Goblin does good DPS, but either Spear Goblin with throwers or Dark Goblin with Rangers. You know, even you can do some Dark Goblin with some Stab Goblin with Assassins. I play that team every once in a while. But for the most part, you're going to be focusing on getting these Juggernauts in front of your backline troops. Because Goblin Machine is such a great card. You just want to be able to boost him as much as possible. So we are going to take a merge here. Definitely putting the Dark Goblin in. I don't know why I didn't do that. And this guy's playing Rangers. This guy has a Dark Goblin, of course. And this guy has a Dark Goblin and Archer. So we're not really being blocked. I mean, I say this guy playing Rangers only because he has 2 Ranger cards. Oh, it was 5 out of 5. I didn't realize we could put 5 troops down. Did it automatically put my Goblin Machine out? It's round 4, isn't it? Did they change that? Because if you guys remember, at the beginning of the season, they had reverted that to where you had to manually put your cards out on the bench, and it wouldn't automatically bail you out at the end of the round, or at the beginning of a round. So maybe they changed that, or maybe I just had it out there and I didn't realize. Okay, we got it. Oh, I just made a huge mistake there. I thought I was selling for the Prince, but I was not. Okay, we need a Skeleton Dragon. Pretty badly. This guy has 3-star dart already and a 3-star stab. That's okay though. We're very far ahead in HP, which is good, and hopefully we can get a 3-star Goblin Machine. That'd be absolutely huge. This guy does have assassins, but I'm not worried about it. We're just gonna be able to beat that. Yeah, see, like he has his Juggernauts, but he didn't shield the Dark Goblin, so his Dark Goblin's already gone. Like, just silly mistakes like that, and we just did so much damage to this guy. That's crazy. Unfortunately, it does keep giving us Goblins that we don't want. Except for that one. We did want that one. Alright, that's huge for us. That's really big. Just need to get ourselves a Skeleton Dragon. And you guys can see there that I bought the 2-star Archer merge over the Spear Gob, just because obviously we want to get merges on the cards that we're playing. Still doing this for merges. There's our Skeleton Dragon. I think we can get a 2-star hopefully in time. At least there's an archer for us. There it is. Okay, so you can see there, there is a bit of cycling that still carries over from Spirit Empress, just because you want to try to get, you know, stars on your good cards, obviously. And part of the way we had to do that was selling off some of our cheaper cards. Ooh, no, that's not good. Oh, wait. Are we going to clutch this up? No, he's not. But we do get a 3-star dart, which is absolutely huge. So we have 3-star dart, we have 3-star Goblin Machine. That's really what you want to be going for. If you, like, regardless of what team you play, with the, ooh, that's huge. With the Goblin Queen, you want to be going for a 3-star dart and a 3-star machine. Goblin Machine is best or second best card in the game, in my opinion, and Dark Goblin is very good, especially when paired with Rangers. So that's why, you know, that's why I'm focusing very heavily on them. I am going to swap these guys just to put my higher HP units in the way of the assassins. But yeah, that's what it's all about with this, with the Goblin Queen. It's just building up those goblins as much as you can. I'll play a game here for sure with a full 4 out of 4 goblin team and show you guys how I do that. But you can see here when I play the Rangers version, the nice thing about Rangers is that every single Ranger has a Juggernaut that pairs with it with a matching trait. So obviously Goblin Machine with Dark Goblin, you got Knight with Princess, you got Valkyrie with Archer, and you got the Skeleton King with the Skeleton Dragons. So it just gives you a lot of flexibility with the teams you can play, and that's why I like it so much, is that, you know, if somebody's blocking you on one Juggernaut or something, you can easily pivot to another, and you can just have a lot of flexibility with that team, a lot more than you have with Throwers. With Throwers, if you play the 4 out of 4 Throwers with Spear Gob, then you're kind of stuck to playing a Knight as the only other card in front, because Executioner's an Ace who doesn't have a Juggernaut that pairs, and who's the last thrower? There's one, who else replaced? Oh, Baby Dragon. Baby Dragon obviously doesn't have a Juggernaut who pairs with him. So that's why I like to play Rangers, plus they're just really broken right now. There are some Assassin's comps that you can play, like I said, and we might play one of those, but I really want to show you guys the ones that I use. And unfortunately, I think we are going to lose here just because this guy does have a 4-star dart, which is insane. He got ahead of us, buying most of the Dark Goblins out of the pool, so that's going to be hard for us to come back from. There's a 3-star Knight, so that is going to be helpful, but without being able to get that Archer, because he has a 2-star, we're kind of cooked here. Plus, I mean, yeah, 2 4-stars is just so hard to beat. He does have the Mage out there, which is obviously useless because all of our cards are shielded by the Juggernaut. Again, that's just proving to you guys why the Juggernaut shield on your cards is so important. The 3-star Golden Knight is going to be annoying as well. I think we just let it go again and just see what happens. That Golden Knight actually needs to swap with this guy, I think. That way, he doesn't just kill our Skeleton Dragon immediately. Yeah, that's good. That was a good swap. But having his... I should have swapped the Knight and the Goblin Machine as well. That would have been way better for us, because that would have protected our Goblin Machine, which would allow us to get more stuns on the back line and not let our Dark Goblin, his Dark Goblin, speed up so much. So there you go, guys. Second place, but still, it was a good game, and he had a lot more stars than we did. Okay, guys, promotion modifier. This one's interesting with the Goblin Queen because you can get... Ooh, not going to take that merge there because I want to do this. Because you can get the... you can get higher stars on your Goblin Machine and your Dark Goblin easier because you can promote cards up to those levels. We might actually... No, we're definitely not going to win this. What am I saying? There's no shot. Yeah, horrible starting cards for us. Skeleton Dragons is the worst starting card just because the HP is so low. We are going to take the merge, though, and just probably sell it just to get it out of here. It's just not helping us at all. Especially because we want to go for a different comp this round. Okay, nice. Again, we're buying cards. Nice. So what we're going to do is actually leave this Giant Skeleton on there. Take the chance that it promotes up into a Goblin Machine. And then after that, we already have a Knight and 2 other Goblins, which is going to be huge for us. What we'll probably do is go for a 4 out of 4 Goblins team this round and then pair it with Knight and Musketeer. I like that team a lot because you clump them all up in the back, which is normally, you know, dangerous, but then you have the Musketeer that does all the pushbacks and the stuns and just a very good control card. And so it's very helpful and it pairs very well with the team, especially when you get a 4-star Dark Goblin. 4-star Spear Goblin is what I mean. Okay, we're just going to leave it like this. I'm not going to promote that, to be honest. I'm just going to leave them off the board right now. It's so important that we get the high-star cards, the high-star Goblin cards, that you don't really want to sell your 2-star Goblins. And that's another thing. Another huge tip for playing Goblin Queen is that you don't want to sell your 2-star goblins when you get them. You know, the rule with Spirit Empress is that you sell all your 2-stars that you get earlier in the game to generate elixir. You don't need to generate elixir here because that's not what builds your team. The goblins themselves are what builds your team, so that's why you need to be playing, you know, playing your 2-stars and letting them upgrade further into 3-stars. So we're actually kind of at a weird spot right now where we could go ahead and put a 2-star princess out there and do a 2 out of 4 Rangers team. I think I might actually do that because if this guy's going for range, yeah, nobody has a princess yet. Let's do something like this. Yeah, we might do that, just and then I'll play a throwers game next round. But I'm trying to show you guys how I would play a game with them. And I think that's going to be the best for you guys to learn. Is not me forcing stuff, just showing you how I see the cards. You know, I see here we got a 2-star princess earlier in the game that was kind of unexpected. And so we're going to go ahead and take advantage of it and activate that ranger trait yet again, just because I feel like it's so good in the game right now. We need to make sure that we can get those kills on the front. See, huge, 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 huge. Look at that. Now we have a 3-star spear. And you saw how quickly the tides turned there just because Princess was able to speed up and get more hits off. Did we get 2 goblins in that one round? 2 stab goblins? I think we did. That's annoying. The nice thing is that we could promote this entire stab gob. Ooh, nice spear goblin. Okay, so here's the entire team. We got it fully laid out here. I don't know what to do with this baby dragon, so I guess we'll just promote it to take the extra elixir. We do want to have a higher star on our dark goblin because again, he's kind of going to carry us in this team. But it is what it is. You can see here how I've done the positioning. You want to protect your obviously your most important cards. So I have the double shield stacked on dark goblin, the single shield on princess, the single shield on spear gob, and then I just have my stab gob out to the side just because you want him to get out there and do damage as soon as possible. So this guy's playing Spirit Empress, but he still has 3 dark goblins out on his field. Not sure why, but I think we'll still be able to cook him. I'm not worried about it. Nice. We are going to get a 2-star dark goblin here and get a bit closer to a 3-star goblin machine. We are going to get a 3-star goblin machine. That's what's so crazy about running the 4 out of 4 goblins, guys, is that even here, you know, we're going to get a 3 or 4 star three or 4 star goblin, which is just crazy. The fact that we can just guarantee that we're going to get a really good card every single time. Not just because of, you know, getting the high star levels, but literally their stats are just so strong. So we're not even going to promote anything at this point. It doesn't matter. Actually, you know what? I may promote this spear just on the off chance that it becomes a dark goblin. I don't need to per se, but so if we're... Oh, I was going to say, if somebody's playing princess, because we haven't seen many princesses come up in the shop, I could just swap to musketeer, but I think it pairs so well with the team. I think with the Rangers buff, princess was pretty bad at the beginning of the season, I believe, but with the Rangers buff, she's kind of gone back to how good she was just because her splash damage is so important. And, you know, the strategy with Rangers stays the same. Like last season, it was all about protecting your Rangers. If you can protect your Rangers with your Juggernauts, and Princess can heat up and start doing that splash damage and crazy fast speed, you're really set. Okay, there's 3-star dart. I don't think we can buy a stab goblin at this point. You know what? Let's just pivot here. I'm not finding princesses, and there you go. So we're closer a bit to or a bit closer to a 3-star musketeer. I think we'll beat this guy. I'm not worried at all about a 3-star dark or a 3-star skeleton king. 3-star dark goblin though. That's a bit scarier. Okay, so he has other goblin machines. So we're definitely gonna pick up this goblin machine on the chance that we can get a 4-star. With this modifier, guys, I don't know if you watched my video yesterday, but there are ways to get 4 stars with this modifier pretty easily. I mean, not easily, but like, say this guy, obviously he has his 3-star goblin machine, or 3-star skeleton king. If he were to get a 3-star on his queen, he could throw his queen in this promotion slot, and it has a 50-50 chance to turn into either a 3-star golden knight or a 3-star skeleton king. And so he could easily get a 4-star skeleton king with that strategy. So you guys saw there how even though, you know, those cards started crowding around us, the musketeer just pushed them all back and stunned them, and it did crazy things for us. Okay, none of those are merges. What's that? Okay, this is a weird spot to be in. I'm just gonna sell that. Okay, I'm not gonna sell that. I think I can afford to take the musk out, just hoping that we get something. No, never mind. We're not gonna be able to get that 3-star. Let's just do this. Let's try to promote. Oh, no, never mind. I'm going to do this just because I really want to get the win this round. Nice, and we get the 2-star on the knight. Okay, that's nice. If we do lose this, hopefully there's a chance we can get a 4-star stab goblin, which would just be crazy, because his DPS, I mean, it stacks double, so 289 times 2 would be 598, 578, 578. 578. Yes, 578. Promise I'm smart, guys. Okay, this is not actually looking too good for us, so hopefully we can get that 4-star Dark Goblin and let that turn the tables for us to the tides, whatever the phrase is. Or we just... Ooh, okay. Yeah, 4-star Dark Goblin or 4-star Stab Goblin doesn't matter to me. I don't know. So as long as we can survive this, and I might have to change my positioning around a bit. If I could get an Assassin... Okay, so that's just GG's now. I'm really surprised there was even one in the pool. I thought for sure there wasn't going to be one in the pool. I thought we were going to have to just keep looking to... And now look, we almost have our 4-star dart again. I don't think there's any way he beats us here. We have the double shield on our Dark Goblin, and he's just going to go crazy. Even though he doesn't have the Rangers, I should have pivoted back to Princess. I definitely should have done that. If somehow we don't beat this guy this round, I'll definitely do that. But, you know, it's all about noticing what cards you're getting. So, you know, as soon as I realized I was getting a 4-star Dark Goblin, I definitely should have sold the Musketeer and pivoted over to Princess. Because right here, he's not doing too much for me. Because he's doing good damage, but he's just not super quick. So we are going to get a 4-star Spear here. This is just, or a 4-star Stab. It's going to be crazy. Now we just need to pivot back to our Princess as soon as possible. Unless he was blocking, he's not blocking. He's cooked. There's a Musk, don't need it. Yeah, Princess for sure. Why was I even questioning that? Let's do that. There you go. 3-star Princess. And you can see there how even though with this modifier, we're not able to generate infinite elixir, to where we're just able to cycle infinitely like we are with Spirit Empress, we were still able to get enough by buying and selling merges consistently enough to where we were able to pivot from a 3-star, you know, a 3-star Musketeer all the way up into a 3-star Princess, which is of course an elixir higher of a card. Multiply that times 4. We're just able to generate a good healthy amount of elixir. So this guy, it's over for him now. Our Dark Goblin's going to be shooting so fast, and our Stab Goblin was able to wipe out those frontline troops. So GG's to this guy. Let's go in for one more, and I do want to play with a full throwers team to show you guys what that looks like. All right, guys, Elixir Collector modifier, not the best modifier to have for the Queen, because Elixir doesn't do too much for us. Obviously, we want our Goblins, and right now this is not a great start for us. I am going to do this, and you guys might wonder why. It's because I wanted to get the Juggernaut Shield out there, because if you can't get Goblins in the early rounds, it's very important that you at least try to get kills. That way you can start generating your Goblins. And I don't even think we're going to do it this round. I think we're cooked, just because we had the 2-star Stab. So that's an amazing start for him, to get the 2-star Stab and the Goblin Machine. That's the start we wanted, and obviously didn't get. So we are going to be a bit more aggressive here at the beginning, just trying to get Goblins, and of course we don't now, but we will with the Dark Goblin next. I do want to show you guys 4 out of 4 throwers with the 2 Juggernauts in front, because it is a very good team that I like to play with when I can get it. Because Rangers are obviously very good now after the update, there are a lot of people playing them, and so it's not always consistent that they'll be able to get a full Rangers team. Ooh, that's very nice for us. So we're actually just going to take this and probably sell it, to be honest. Well, I don't know. We'll see what we get after. Yeah, we'll probably keep this in here, I'm not going to lie. Okay, that's what we wanted there. And that's also what we wanted. And we can go ahead and upgrade that. This is crazy, but I feel like we got to do it. Again, because Elixir is a tool here. It's not like our crutch. It's not like we have to get a ton of Elixir to build our team. It's just a tool to allow us to get to our Goblins. And so obviously activating our Goblin trait here is going to be so much more important, because here we get it free. That, I mean, obviously that was just from Goblin Machine, that wasn't from our Goblin Synergy, but we did get a free Dark Goblin, or yeah, free Dark Goblin second, and then free Goblin Machine at first. So, and you guys can see just how crazy that damage is with the throwers. The positioning is still the same, because you want them to be in the back line, far away from your from your enemy troops. That way you can, you know, get a lot of range and do the extra damage. So we're just looking for a baby dragon now, and there's our knight. So that's the last Juggernaut we want. Obviously, there's a 2-star. That's huge. We go ahead and take that over the Goblin Machine, which might seem crazy, but I think it'll pay off for us. Okay, we're just going to see what happens here. Obviously, we are getting our baby dragon. This guy has one of them, but only one, so we should be able to get one. And you know what's crazy? I mean, look at our stars, guys. We have all 2 stars and a 3 star. This guy has 4 1 stars and a 2 star, and he's playing Spirit Empress. With this modifier, it's just so easy to get higher stars because you're keeping those cards in play, and you're not focusing as much on cycling and getting your cards back in the pool and whatnot. It's just easier to leave them on the field and let them level up passively because of the modifier. So there's a 3-star knight. There's an XC. If I can just get a baby dragon, that would be a step in the right direction. We are going to force a cycle here, and normally I don't do that. Oh, I'm definitely going to do that. But I feel like it was worth it. Just try to get closer to the cards we need. There's an XC again. Again, I'm just going to keep forcing cycles because I really want that baby dragon. I don't know why I can't get it. He only has a 2-star. There definitely should be other baby dragons out there. So you can see I'm going in here with a bit lower stars than I would have had if I hadn't tried to force those cycles. But I feel like it was really important to try to push ourselves to get the cards we need. And again, like with this team, because we're not getting 4 out of 4 goblins, it's not super probable that we'll get a 4-star goblin machine, even though there actually are a few left in the pool, I notice. Yeah, like that one. Okay, let's do this just to get it out there. Come on, guys. I know there's a baby dragon. I know there's a baby dragon. There's gotta be. Just one. Just one baby dragon. Are you guys like... I've never had to look this hard for a card, and I don't think I've passed it up. Ooh, that was a goblin machine I could have grabbed. We're just going to throw another machine out there. Does this guy have a 3-star? No, he still has a 2-star. Unless this guy's blocking him. If we beat this guy, which we probably should, we're going to cycle as fast as we can to try to get that spear goblin, or that baby dragon. I don't know why we haven't been able to find it. That's crazy. I've never had to look this hard. You can see, I mean, look at how crazy our dark goblin's going. Just, what, 644 damage every single time. Okay, so we know there's a goblin in the pool, or a baby dragon in the pool at this point. So we're just going to cycle frantically, trying to find it. Come on. No way. Did he get it already? There's no way he got it. Wow. No shot. No, he didn't. This has got to be a glitch or something, right? Like, there's no way that I've looked this hard for a card and not been able to find it. There's no way that's possible. Unless he's just literally sitting on it in his shop and he's not buying it. I don't understand how I can't get there. Like, how is that possible? That's got to be the only way, is that he bought something and then he's just sitting on it in his shop, but he didn't buy the other. I don't know, guys. You let me know in the comments what you think happened there. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get the full throwers, but even the 3 combined with a 3-star goblin machine is just insane. So there you guys go. Hopefully that was a guide on how I play, a helpful guide on how I play Goblin Machine. If it helped you out, please drop a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing if you're new to the channel. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.